Hear that? That's the sound of your everyday common dice company. Well, that is the sound of your premier gunmetal dice from Easy Roller Dice Company. EasyRollerDice.com, where you can find an array of gaming dice and accessories, from standard resin to beautiful metals, bags, cups, trays, and more. For the month of October, listeners for Rancor's Brothel get 10% off using our coupon code RANCOR10. That's RANCOR10. Go to EasyRollerDice.com or click on the banner at RancorsBrothel.com. That's EasyRollerDice.com. Sounds good to me.
The Rancor's Brothel presents The Curse of Strahd.
I believe this will be the most dangerous part of the journey. We should be careful.
How well do you know the way?
I have never left Barovia before.
Oh, super.
We just gotta follow the path.
Getting no help from the DM.
Or take a shortcut. Right, guys? Alright, shortcut?
I don't think there is really a shortcut, dude.
I'm good.
Okay.
There's a mountain. You could probably climb it.
I could.
Okay, would they give us a cart to strap to the Goliath? And
They don't. They do not have any extra. You would need to barter quite highly to take one of the Vishtani
perhaps
wagons.
a loot?
I think a little.
I imagine
more
they don't
highly-
have any horses either, so.
They have
Okay.
horses, but not any
Not
that
for
they're going to sell.
Okay.
You get the sense that from living with them, horses are their lifeblood. Their wagons are their lifeblood. They're not going to give those up.
Okay.
Absolutely.
For the record, Pidgey just joined our group as well.
Pokemon Go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Troy.
Was this path going to take us back past Barovia?
No.
So
You said there's nothing between where we're at and...
Okay.
Like, we left.
Well, I thought we went down like a thing.
Yeah.
So
Like a dead end, so we're going to have to backtrack a little bit,
We're
right?
going to go back to the crossroads.
roll me a survival.
Yeah, it'll be back at the crossroad.
19.
Lucas, give me a piece of paper, will you?
I draw you a map.
He knows. He's got it well enough that he knows.
Thank you.
A little taller, so I just remember some surveying. You know.
True statement.
Living up on the mountains, looking down the valleys.
How's the weather up there? That's just a general question from me, because I'm short.
The same?
So you, Lucas, IRL, are asking Pithur in the game
Yeah.
how the weather is up there.
I'm gonna
Where's this voice coming from?
never-ending story this thing.
Roll damage. Attack the tiny human.
I must break you.
But you could tell. So you guys are down there where I sort of like broke the path at the river line,
Yeah.
and you could tell a path goes to the west, and the path goes back east to the Hangman where you guys were at.
So we go back to the Hangman and go the other path?
Yeah.
Did any of you besides Matt ask
Ask what?
For a map?
where to go?
No.
I'll ask
I mean,
Madam Eva.
I would say because
kinda did, but-
Ismark told you guys to go up the mountain. You guys intentionally went down because you wanted to go to the Sir Pool encampment to speak to the Vishtani.
Yes.
Make me a. Are you just going to ask which way to go?
Yeah.
They say to go. Yeah, you should go back to the Hangman and take the road up.
Okay.
Although it occurs to you, Troy, that other road leads more directly.
Okay, I'm confused. What other road?
This one?
Yes.
But it's off the beaten path. Find that middle.
I say take the road less traveled.
You rolled a 21, right?
19.
Or 19. It occurs to you that just from the geography and because you're used to mountains, the reason why this one goes out and about is because it switchbacks. Right. This is taking you right to the foot of the mountain. So
it's direct to the mountain, not direct to the city.
it is... The 19's good enough that you realize that there's a waterfall nearby, so this would take you to the base of the waterfall. And that would probably... you don't conceive how you could get a road to run straight up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the road clearly leads somewhere.
The end of the mountain or over the mountain. One of the
Okay.
Does that make sense?
two. I don't know.
No.
I'm not sure if Moria is where we want to be.
There's a Nine Tails around here.
It is a. Your 19 is good enough that you realize that you will. If you go to that place, there is something there because someone built a road to it. But it's not likely to take you up the mountain.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, if you go right to the base of a mountain, you can't climb it unless you're going to climb the sheer face of it. You know what I mean?
I can.
Maybe.
Strap her up, guys. Let's go.
Depends on how sheer is.
Can I go for a walk? Can we take a break?
No.
There's a Nine Tails and a Horse D. I don't have either of those.
Too bad.
The DM goes to take a piss and everybody pulls out Pokemon Go. With the exception of
I'm
Troy.
watching Nikki Patch play Magic Live.
Nice.
So what are you guys doing in the game?
I mean, I'm ready to...
So,
I said we need to go so we can haul ass before nightfall.
Yeah. I'll follow wherever you guys want to go.
did Madame Eva tell me about the road that leads straight to the mountain?
No. She didn't say anything about it.
Okay. Then I wouldn't know. I got an idea.
Sure.
I'm going to spend 11 minutes casting Augury.
What does that do?
Okay.
I'll cast runes.
What does that do?
It's by casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon dice, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you would plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possible omens: weal for good results, woe for bad results, weal and woe for both good and bad, or nothing.
Ooh, I spent the windmill.
No.
So is that what I have to do?
Weal, woe.
Good, and bad, or nothing?
Yep. If I, the path towards the base of the mountain.
Why does it take 11 minutes? That's so...
It's 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual, and the casting time is 1 minute.
Okay, because I was like, 11 minutes is like wicked specific. That's so weird.
No, 7 minutes. 7 minutes is the magic number.
It's 7.8 minutes. It's even weirder.
7 minute abs.
You're like 7 minutes, 80 seconds?
What if
No,
somebody
idiot.
said 6 minutes abs? No, 7.
So you were wanting to know about the path going towards the base of the mountain.
Oh, not really.
Oh, no? Okay. Well, then let's just go.
I
If we're
like
going back to the crossroads and taking the other
I mean,
path.
if we're trying to get somewhere in a timely fashion, we don't have time to take side trips.
Cool.
Unless
Let's
you
go.
want to explore and find a magic item at the base of the mountain.
How about that magical item? What'd you do with that?
It's in my pocket. So out of game, I am not touching that thing until we get out of this camp.
It's fine. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I got it.
All right. I'm going to say it takes you about an hour.
To get back to the crossroads?
Yeah. It's a little bit harder going up than it was going down. It took you about...
It took about 45 minutes or so
it
to
took
get
about
down.
40
so-
minutes to get down there. So I will reread the description, not because I think you necessarily need it, and the audience will have just listened to this probably last week, but I think it'll be helpful because we haven't heard it in 2 months. So my apologies for the next 30 seconds. An old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Sir Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, which is where you came from, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. So you are at the crossroads. Now go down to the crossroads.
Quick,
Right.
to Malaki.
Right quick, as we're going by, I'm gonna look at the graves.
I'm glaring at the gallows.
The gallows stand atop a rotting platform approximately 5 feet high, with wooden stairs leading up to it.
Now, I know what they look like, but
I'm reading the description.
I'm looking at them for my reasons.
11 graves are here with apparently blank gravestones.
Okay. Cool. Do you have something you wanted to share with the party?
Yeah, I asked everybody to kind of hold up for a moment. Wait, which one of you guys has like a higher Well, actually, it would make more sense for you anyway, because you're a paladin, whatever.
He's a cleric.
Cleric, that's the word I was trying to think of. I kept thinking paladin, but that's wrong. That was the last game.
You talk to God, you'll know.
You know stuff, man.
Well, you can roll religion.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably got a bonus in that.
Hold up for a minute.
Worst cleric ever.
First of all,
I have a bonus in it.
First of all, when we showed up last night, I sold a few things, and I think you guys, along with myself, we all paid our dues. So I'd like to hand out your cut. So I made $110, 110 gold.
On what?
Remember that box I picked up in the old house? It had a few things in it. They said they bought it off me.
Oh, okay.
So I'd like to give you guys your cut. So I don't know how you want to divvy this up, because that's 27.5 for everyone. So how do you want to divvy that out?
I mean, you could... If it's
27,
27...
keep the remainder.
So 27 to each of you?
Yeah.
That double my gold.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll have to do math later.
Someone needs to tell Lucas how much gold he has now.
What? No, you're not wrong.
34.
Oh, thanks. I'll add that in later.
Oh, wait, you have the extra remainder of the 2, so 36.
Yeah, so 36. All right.
How does...
What?
27.
Plus there was 2 remainder, which you told him to keep, because it was 110 gold divided by 4. It would be 108 with the remainder. Or, I'm sorry, it would be 27 each with a remainder of 2. He took the 2, adding it to the 7 that he already had.
Okay. Thank you. I was just like, you're like
Oh, you gave me the total?
27 remainder of 2, 36.
You gave me the
What math is that?
36.
my total, not the total.
Yes, that was the.
I thought you were telling me I thought that was high for some reason. But
You're like,
what was
Lucas is like,
extra?
wait a
I
second, why
know
do I have
that at
36
this table we are used to little kid math. I'm sorry I didn't spell out the equation
Look, man.
for
Now we
you
got to
all.
do Common Core, okay? So I have 36 because aliens wear green hats. That's the reason. Common Core math.
Anyway, you were continuing.
Yeah. Davun, I found this. Turns out you guys were kind of right. When I was walking around last night, I found this pendant on the ground, and I hand it over.
And I go, yes, fist pump.
Bozak, you the woman.
Religion roll.
Six.
Beans.
Looks pretty sweet. That's a sweet sun symbol. You have any gods that worship the sun? Apparently not.
Oh my god.
I would recognize my own god symbol.
It's true. I mean,
I guess it's a 3, not a 1. But it is not a symbol for Lathander.
it's not.
Does it remind me of the ones that I saw in the church?
On a 3?
Well, no, that wouldn't be a religion
that's
roll.
not a
That would be an
religion roll.
investigation or an
Yes.
insight.
It does look somewhat similar.
I mean, I'll show. I mean, everybody. Does anybody
Yeah.
else recognize this?
I'm just giving you a hard time because
I know you are.
19.
It's intelligence based.
You would know that it looks very similar. You wouldn't say necessarily that it's exactly the Morning Lord, but I mean, it's pretty darn close.
Do you think this is what the old woman was talking about? The weapon?
Not with a 3, I don't know.
The weapon of...
Just wear it for 24 hours and see what happens.
The description, the sword of light.
Oh no,
Sun.
this wasn't the sword of
Right.
light. This was. Can I see that again? I didn't write down the whole line.
Remind me to.
Let's make a copy of it. Tear it off.
Hi guys. Which card was it? It was card 2, right?
Yes.
The description for card 2 is: this tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of hope.
Well, that's probably a good holy symbol of hope.
It was card 3 that was the weapon.
Okay, I was thinking of light.
Yeah,
Sun.
the sword and stone that we didn't go investigate at base of the mountain.
No, that. It wasn't at the base of the mountain. Oh,
We don't know. We didn't go
Oh.
there.
We can go back.
We've already just wasted it out.
You're gonna go up. You just jump down the waterfall this time.
Can anybody...
Bonsai.
I already rolled once, unless you'll let me do it again, but can anyone tell whether or not this has magical powers?
No.
Anyone else have Arcana they can roll?
I mean, I could roll.
Matt, what's your Arcana?
1.
10.
Looks pretty.
Yeah, mine's a 1.
No.
7.
Looks pretty.
Like I said, unless you let me roll it again.
But if you wear it,
having
you
had
become
it
attuned
on.
to it, you would know, right?
Right. That's what I was thinking. So
It's a pendant. It's on a chain.
Yeah, it's on chain.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put
Is
it on.
like Flavor Flav sized, or
You did say it was large.
It's large, but I would say it's large, like what is that? 3 inches in diameter, 4 inches
more
diameter.
Raiders?
Yeah, not absolutely. You ever seen the medallion that's worn in Uncharted?
Yeah.
Yeah, that size. Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark, that size, not
sense.
Flavor Flav clock size.
Okay.
Boy, it's something that you could easily slip under your armor if you wanted to.
Okay.
Looks like it's very religious. Maybe you should have it. Just maybe you should keep it.
Well, the pendant wouldn't be religious.
Well, it's a religious symbol.
Anybody got a problem with it?
No.
Problem with you
No.
wearing a fancy necklace? Go ahead.
It's all you.
Cool.
You wear that fancy necklace with your fancy armor as he beats his chest
I didn't
covered
have
in
it.
scars.
I didn't have it on me long enough to attune to it, did I?
Nope. You did not notice anything.
Right.
A faint tingling in your pinky.
That doesn't mean it wouldn't have attuned.
You're a little itchy.
You actually have a
You didn't
metal
clean all the
allergy.
mud. You didn't clean all the mud off the
Yeah.
chain.
It's a fake chain, so it turned green around my neck.
Now you're getting staph infection.
Yeah. Hated that when I was a kid.
Getting staph infection.
Yeah. No. Remember, it was like the crappy nickel-plated chains that would turn green on your neck.
I didn't wear chains. It's cool.
If you were allergic to nickel,
Yeah.
it's like 15% of.
What's the matter?
And
Nothing.
it's not just nickel plated. White
Just
gold.
something that would have been useful a little bit ago.
I'm sorry, what?
Just something that would have been useful a little bit ago. A
He's
spell I
learning
could
about
have
his
cast.
spells now.
Worst cleric ever.
No, that's a really obscure one that I normally wouldn't have.
Bonus action to kill the thing.
That was my character. That was me.
Can you kill him with a bonus action? Like, can you do enough damage?
I think I can.
I mean, we know he's going to roll a 1, so he's going to help you out.
All right, let's get going. Let's move.
Okay. You guys...
I'm very hesitant to walk past these gallows again.
Well, we're gonna set a fast pace.
Going to set a fast pace?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we can move double time.
Okay.
But we should set our fast pace at 50 so that we don't outpace the dwarf.
Makes sense.
Fitting,
Okay.
if you will.
I need to read my things.
Well, they were afraid that we weren't going to make it by dark to Valaki. So let's set a fast pace and try and get there.
Okay. Okay. So you guys realize that it is you set quite a grueling pace going up the switchback, and you sort of go around the base at a slight angle, and then you sort of cut back and you swing around and you get higher and you get higher, and you guys are basically at a forced march at this point. You get to you cover the approximately 6 or 7 miles in about 2 hours. Like, you guys are hauling ass. So you get to the top of the mountain. The sun is in the noon position, you think, maybe? But at this point, you're going to, that was a grueling march up the top of the hill. So you're going to have to, Ireena is, I understand the need for haste, but I apologize. I am not quite as fit as you adventurers. I must rest a minute. Let us perhaps break for lunch.
Is it still cloudy, or are we?
You're getting the sense that it's never not cloudy around here.
I'm just checking.
I offer her my water skin. Have a bit of a sip.
Yeah, you do.
Whoa!
Thank you. It is.
Is she holding up okay, or?
Yeah, Lucas, you notice, particularly Lestat, as the water skin is handed to her, she takes it from you and hands it back to you. She's trembling quite a bit.
Is it really hot out? Like heat stroke type symptoms are going on or something?
No.
Okay.
She's winded and tired, but, insight roll?
Nat 20.
It absolutely has nothing to do with the,
With that, would I be able to figure out what it is that's bothering her?
with the nat 20, I will give you,
She hasn't fed yet. Blood.
She's in the sun.
You see her after she trembles. You see her reach towards her neck, and
Because she's turning. Forgot she got bit.
tugging at the bandages.
That spell you got. This is out of game. I apologize. That spell you got. That doesn't prevent somebody who's still alive from turning, does it? Okay.
Nope. That is cast on a corpse. It's a
I
preservation
asked her
spell.
are you all right? Does your neck hurt?
Yes, I'm fine. No, don't. No. I'm just.
You sure this is kind of in my wheelhouse? You want me to look at it?
Throw some garlic on it.
I don't want. To,
Old remedy from my mother.
I don't want to. We're too close to him. Let's not speak of this.
Okay.
We should. Let's just eat. Let's some lunch if that's all right. If we could take just a moment.
Sure.
I really hate to burn a spell, but I'm halfway thinking about it.
I don't really think she's in need of. I think it's just the effects of the bite.
So you guys reach the top of. You guys are sort of at the top of the hills now, and you're actually where you stopped. You haven't quite stopped yet. So you guys sort of take a look at your surroundings. You come around the bend, and I'll read you the description for this area. You follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain and ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. Troy, you would know because you've been thinking about this. You are now at the top of the falls that you were basically standing at the base of 3+ hours ago.
Okay.
And so she sort of indicates, perhaps here, off to the shade at the side of the road.
So there's water nearby?
There's a rushing waterfall,
Right.
yeah.
Well, I just want to refill my water skin. So. Is that not a thing we can do?
Well, there's a bridge over it, so I don't know how deep that chasm is.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. I'm sorry. Never mind then. I wasn't.
You might be able to hike up
No, it's fine.
5-minute walk and do it.
I guess for some reason I thought it was, since we were at the top of the waterfall, it was next to us. Going.
Right, but I think it is. I think the waterfall is below the level where you guys are at because the bridge is actually across this chasm that is spilling down to the pool below.
I see.
We probably would have refilled the water skins and stuff before we left the camp.
Yeah, you were definitely there.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a weird question that I probably should have asked a while ago. Do we know how long ago she was bit, and do we know how long it takes to turn?
No and no.
Is there anything we can roll to get that?
I would take religion rolls. I would take history rolls. I would take arcana rolls. Each one will give you something different, but tell me what you're rolling.
15 on religion.
Okay. Nothing.
13 on Arcana.
Okay.
I'll cast guidance on Matt.
I'm going to start making you roll.
So you can roll.
Roll what?
Exactly.
History, Arcana,
Nat 20.
on what?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Depends on what information you want.
History, Arcana, or religion.
Do history.
History.
So apparently you've studied tomes at one point on bites and such. You do know that lycanthropes and vampires are distinctly different. The feeding cycle of a vampire is very, very critical to the turning. It is not a sort of one-and-done thing like lycanthropy. So there are obvious side effects, potential side effects. But it is not... She's not in any inherent danger at the moment.
She's not thirsting for blood right now.
She's not a vampire.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she's not in any danger of changing.
That's what I was trying to figure out, how long we might have before she changes on us.
Nothing
that-
she's
we didn't get
in
anything.
the process. She has to keep getting bitten.
We didn't get anything for what we rolled?
From religion, you're rolling Arcana. You just kind of know basic stuff. There's nothing,
Okay.
From religion, you do know that purifying spells, or even just trapping the individual who has been bit to keep them away from whatever is biting them, they will slowly, eventually heal. So it is not, like I said, Matt can confirm this. Bozak knows it's not lycanthropy. You're not getting bit and you are immediately affected.
Right.
You must be drained to a point at which you turn, and you would know that it's slightly ritualistic.
So she's more just ill, not really turning.
She's
Yes.
exsanguinated, kind of.
Correct. She has to be exsanguinated.
Is there any kind of infection she might have that the cleric could help with? That's the thing we were trying to really
Does
figure
she
out.
iron?
If she's okay.
His role is not quite good enough to know
Well, that's why
rituals
he was
and stuff.
asking if there's anything he could do to help her.
She wouldn't know. But again, with your critical role, Lucas, it doesn't have anything to do with the neck wound.
Okay. It's more just she's tired and hungry,
Maybe.
scared.
So everyone, go ahead and erase a ration.
Not mine.
And here's the choice. Ireena doesn't have any rations.
She can have one of mine.
Okay. If you do that, then that's all you guys' food for the day. Otherwise, I was going to split it from each of you and make you use 2 rations today, and it would be a split thing. So,
I guess. Yeah. Whoever has more, because I'm back down to 4.
I took an extra, so I had 11.
Back down to how many?
Oh wait, no, that's not right.
I have 10.
You had 3. You bought 5.
Yeah, so it should have been. Yeah, it should be 7. I wrote down the wrong number when I bought them.
shall we continue then? Are we good to go?
Are you?
Or-
Yep.
Yes, but I do not know that I can keep the same pace. I will try.
How much does she weigh?
I mean, she's not a tiny frail thing. Like, you got to remember, when you busted down her door, she was wielding a longsword and was ready to slit your throats.
So I was trying to figure out if she was light enough to carry for a little while.
You could. Your pace would not. Maybe Troy would be able to do it and keep pace the same.
Makes sense. He's bigger.
Because he is bigger. He actually qualifies as large, I think, for strength-based checks. So he theoretically, with a good strength check, could keep the marching pace.
Right.
Otherwise, it's still going to cut you guys.
Piggyback for a little bit, let her rest on your back. You think?
I don't know that we need to keep the pace that we were.
We need to get there before dark. That's what we need to do.
We're going halfway there?
Yeah.
Matt, roll me an insight check at disadvantage.
6.
Yeah, it's just around the corner.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Is this bridge safe to cross? What can I?
What-
What do you want? Investigation for that? Or?
Sure.
12.
Seems to be together. I mean, it's an old bridge. It's
Right.
decrepit, but I mean, it's clearly been used. Wheels and stuff have gone off over it. You see.
And the gargoyles are just statues, right?
Are they?
That's what I want to know.
Really?
Now
Was that one?
I'm
was that one
investigating
look-
something different this time.
Was that one frowning before?
They were both very frowning,
Both.
weren't they? I don't remember what you said. Be honest, I really.
Let's cross. I think it's a big deal.
Everyone, keep your weapons inside your pockets. We know how these things work now.
What's it called?
In fact, when I
Stone
walk
gunning
by them, I
for
kind of
the
give them a smile
construction of the
because I
bridge.
look like a
Sure.
gargoyle.
You just-
Great stolen brethren, watch over us.
23.
It's not dwarven made, obviously. Like, it's clearly inferior construction. But given how old the stone is, it's surprisingly well built. Like, you would imagine that this bridge was put in 500 years ago, give or take.
What about the gargoyles? They look. They look like crafted or something I should be afraid of.
They definitely look like stone.
Okay.
I mean,
Cool.
they look like they're hewn out of a different stone. Or they look like they
they're
might.
weathered the same as the bridge.
No, they don't.
But they were added later.
Perhaps.
They're not going to come
Jeff,
alive and eat my face off.
Jeff would think that they were probably. Davun would know that they were probably added later, and they're from a different stone. Whatever stone the bridge was made out of is made for strength. This was made for
Decoration.
yeah. So it's not quite the same stone. You make your bridges out of cement and rebar. You don't make your beautiful. You make your beautiful statues out of marble. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. You guys continue on.
Yep.
What kind of pace are we setting?
I mean, if we're at all hesitant about the bridge, we should just pass the bridge at least.
Well, yeah, we can pass the bridge at a normal pace to be safe. That's what you want to do.
I don't know that we
Yeah,
need
well, we can maintain a normal pace for a while. If we need to, at the end, I can cast something to bolster her, and we can hurry our asses up.
I mean, again, if he can carry her
I don't have
and keep the
anything
same
that-
pace for a little while, that's fine. The only thing that's going to do is hinder him if we get in battle.
Yeah, I don't have anything that will last more than an hour or so. So if we need to bolster her at the end to make it, we can.
Okay, you guys continue on down the path. You travel about an hour. How are you guys traveling on the road?
What do you mean?
Like, who's in front? Who's in back? Are you traveling 3 wide? Are you
How wide's the path?
It's big enough that probably 2 horses could definitely pass each other. 2 carriages might be a bit tight.
Diamond formation with her in the middle.
Sure. Okay.
Well, I was going to say 2 by 2 with her in the middle. And diamond
Either
would be
way.
how it would actually go, because that'd be 3 abreast then. With her in the middle of diamond.
Makes sense.
So
Who wants to be in the front?
Yeah, what 2 are in the front?
I don't remember who's who here other than this boy.
I will.
Is this one me?
Yeah.
So 2 of you are in front?
With her in the middle.
Perception checks from the 2 in the front. So I assume you are looking forward facing.
Does our passive matter?
No, because I assume you're actively looking ahead on the road.
22.
15.
Jeff, you see something at the side of the road.
Something,
Up ahead.
Something is in.
Just looks like a form at first, and then it begins to take shape. It's a largish shape.
A moving shape?
A little bit of it is.
How far up ahead?
You hold on.
Keep interrupting him.
Yeah, there's description. There is narrative to read. Chris Perkins wrote this so that you could listen to it.
Thank you, Chris Perkins. May I have another?
Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in 2, widening towards the east. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Parked at the fork of the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by 2 black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath in the chill mountain air. And Jeff, as you're watching, the side door of the carriage swings open silently.
So the carriage is moving?
No.
Okay.
That's what the word parked means.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I missed that for some reason.
It's like an elevator.
Scroll up.
Stop
Scroll up.
So, Jeff, you see a...
Can't use your own joke against you. It's not funny.
Yeah, I can, because you're the one that ever brings it up.
It's still funny.
I'll ask Ireena, do you know that carriage?
She screams.
No, she knows she screams, but we would recognize it too.
No, we were.
No, the guy rolled up in a f***ing crazy carriage at the bar.
No, he came through a door. We don't know what he was driving.
That description said he came up in a carriage.
He came up in a wagon.
You sure?
Yes. Okay. It was a hint for a Vistani wagon, so that you would recognize it.
Yeah, we missed that earlier. So that's...
She actually screams and grabs a hold of the Goliath tightly, and she's just trembling with fear.
You say.
I'm going to reach back and cast protection from evil on her.
Okay.
And I say, what is it? Do you know this person?
It's the devil's carriage. It's the devil's carriage.
Are you sure?
We're on the footsteps of his home. Who else would have a carriage here?
Why does he have daylight?
Many people live here. Many people have carriages. Are you sure that's who this is?
Many people live here?
Many people live in this world, in this land.
We are on the gates of hell.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to calm her down? Is there charm person or persuasion?
She's holding on to the biggest, most muscular, and intimidating figure that she
like
can find
every
right now.
other frat boy film I know.
If she's feeling the influence from his bites, that spell would probably at least suppress it.
When you touch her, you feel your spell. You feel it do what it's supposed to do. It does not change her reaction. Her reaction, you would assume, is strictly psychological and not born of the bite.
Okay.
You guys
How
see
far away from it are we?
100 yards.
Okay, the door swung open, and I apologize for maybe not paying attention. Did something come out of it?
Nope.
Okay. It swung open without seeing a hand push it?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's got no windows. Or if they are, they're shuttered.
It does have windows. They are curtained.
They're tinted, man. Give him a ticket.
We must hurry. Surely not going to accept this invitation from Oh, I can't even say his name.
Voldemort?
Yes.
No. We're not. No. We don't. I don't have any plans to ride in the carriage with a stranger. Thanks. Let's just keep walking. If something comes out of here, we'll try to kill it.
Okay.
We're going to do our best to protect you.
So which way are you headed?
I'm not doing that.
You don't want to protect her?
Oh, we have to go past the carriage.
Yeah, we don't have a choice.
Right. The carriage is
Yeah,
at
if something
the fork.
attacks me,
There's
I'm
a
going
fork.
to probably...
There's a fork to the left and there's a fork to the right.
Now, you said attack whatever comes out of it. You didn't say if it attacks you.
If it attacks me.
Okay.
Specifications, I apologize.
Fair enough.
Defend myself.
Which way do we
defend the
need to
one.
go?
Defend you.
Which at the fork? Which direction do we need to go?
Why asking me?
She's the one who's been dealing with the map and everything so far.
All I knew was a path down for the original fork by the... Beyond that...
Is there anything marking the fork?
I don't think there is, although...
I don't have a map. I just know where we were.
Yeah. So the path to the east widens and looks like it's an important thoroughfare and seems to snake through one way, and then there is a narrower, more beaten path, very similar to what you've been on. So you get really, really poorly maintained. You know how you ever saw those cobbled roads, right?
Yeah.
Like, at this point, you're walking on what is essentially a dirt path. A nice, wide dirt path that's well-traveled, but it's not anything better than that. You see remnants of a cobbled path heading to the east. You see more of what you've been walking on heading towards the west.
Okay, so we probably need to follow the west.
I would think so.
Wait, hang on. Didn't the Vishtani tell us to stay on the path no matter what?
Yes.
One of these paths could lead to the windmill that we apparently don't want to go to.
Good.
You don't want to go to.
I don't want to die.
Well, some of us aren't pussies.
Some of us have already seen our own mortality.
If we're gonna taunt the the thing,
Gallows. Yeah.
if we're gonna taunt him, be sure to taunt him loudly into the mic so everyone at home can hear you.
As we taunt Lestat.
Yes. Please taunt Lestat quite vocally into the microphone. Survival check, Troy.
6. Do you think this snake will be my friend?
It's getting a little confusing up here. You're not quite sure because of the wind and reasons mainly that you rolled a 6. You're not quite sure which way should have been the right path. I looked, there doesn't appear to be signage.
Ireena. I'll ask Ireena. Do you have any idea which direction's right? I'm thinking west.
Yes, the castle overlooks Barovia. Barovia is to our east.
Okay.
We've come around that bastard's home. Surely you don't want to. You're not taking me to the castle, are you?
Absolutely
no,
not.
No.
Okay. What are we waiting for? Why we must go. We must go. We are wasting time. Once we head west and we will go down into the valley, we will not be able to see those horrible spires anymore.
It's true.
Good with that?
Sure.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys approach the fork and begin to head west down the other path.
Nothing comes out of the carriage?
Who's looking in the carriage?
I am.
You're looking in the
I am
carriage?
staying between it and
are
Ireena.
we that close to it?
Yeah, it's
on the side of
in
the
way.
road. It's as if it just pulled off the road and is waiting.
But it's right there at the fork.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I am staying between it and Ireena.
Well, you're on that side, so.
You look in. You see a luxurious velvet-covered seats. The walls seem quite nice. You see a completely empty carriage.
Okay.
I want to get in.
Go for it. I am hastily shuffling Ireena away from the carriage.
Me too.
I'm waiting to see if Tribeless is going to get in.
Yeah, I get in.
You get in?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
you
get
guys, as you step up on the step, climbing in, you grab a handhold that is conveniently placed. Nice bit of polished brass. It squeaks a little bit with its suspension as you climb in, and you see that there is enough seating for probably 8 or 9 people.
Hey, this is pretty big. You guys want to ride this?
No.
Nope.
Why not?
Bozak, I don't think that thing's very safe. You should probably get out of there.
It seems pretty safe to me. It's really comfortable.
Okay. Have fun.
You rolling like a fear check or something?
What's happened at this point exactly?
I don't know. Empty carriage opened on its own.
Says the guy who
I can shoot fire out of my hands. Like, oh, the ghost carriage is going to eat me.
Look, Ireena clearly wants us to stay away from this thing. Do you think we should trust her?
No. She might be under the influence of her Dark Lord.
She's not right now. I made sure of that.
They are very comfortable. I'm really enjoying this.
Do you sit down?
Ride in style.
Do you sit down?
Yeah.
Very comfy.
Yeah.
They're just it is nicer than anything you sat or slept on in probably close to a month.
Are the cushions removable?
No, they're built in.
What are you doing, Troy?
I'm ready to keep going the path.
Okay.
Yeah, so the three of us. plus
Fine,
Ireena,
I get out.
As
Should I
Matt,
shoot a firebolt at it?
as Matt reaches for the door swings shut.
Ooh.
Click.
Okay.
Guys,
Hey. You guys shut the door?
can you open it from the inside?
I try to open it.
Nope.
Nope.
Please make me a
Maybe
dex
you
check,
Shouldn't
Matt.
have got in.
Is it a dex check or a dex saving?
I'll call it a dex saving throw.
I get +1 on saving.
I see that door shut and I'm running back.
19.
19. You were able to keep your footing as the carriage begins bouncing down the road.
Okay, follow me. I know the way to the castle.
The other way?
Absolutely, it begins heading down the cobbled path. As you bounce along this nice thoroughfare, the horses take off at a fairly breakneck pace.
Cool.
So nothing I can do to catch him.
Probably not. He's probably moving a lot faster than we can walk. Run.
You guys probably have an action. Maybe.
I aim a firebolt at the horses.
Okay.
You're inside the carriage.
Yeah, how are you going to hit him from inside?
It's got shutter. It's got windows and curtains.
It does. Not in the front. Okay, try and open the window.
You said that they were just curtains.
I said they are windows with curtains. That is a window with curtains.
Well, that's a window with glass.
What do you think a window is?
I'm thinking this is a stagecoach in the Middle Ages. Have you ever seen a Robin Hood movie with glass on the windows?
Are we even Robin Hood?
Yes, I have.
In what Robin Hood movie?
They have glass by the
Yeah.
1400s.
They do, but not in a stagecoach.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, bullshit. Anyway, somebody in fandom, look that up.
Doesn't matter. In D&D, this carriage has glass windows.
You shoot fireballs out of your hands. How is that?
All right, I go to elbow out the glass.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Ooh, I don't do it. 5.
That
No,
hurts.
7. Ow. Okay. Well then.
Anyone else wanting to take an action?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Troy. Go
No,
ahead.
I mean, I'm just.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I have an option.
I'm.
I bolt the horse.
That or one of the wheels. If we can blow a wheel, it might stop. I don't know.
Can I catch it?
It's going to be awful hard. I mean, they're headed. You're sort of at like the what do they call that? The ridge that you get on the Rockies, where one goes one way and one goes the other. So either way you go at the fork, you're heading nominally downhill. So this carriage is racing downhill.
It's going downhill?
I mean, ish, because when you come up, you're sort of at the peak of the mountain, and so you guys are theoretically heading west down into the valley. It's going to sort of narrowly, it looks like it sort of generally goes at a slight, it's not like going back down the way you guys came.
Is the carriage made of wood?
Probably.
What about the poles the pole that goes out and lashes to the horses, the yoke?
One would assume, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it'll burn if it's wood.
No, I don't want to burn it. I'm in it and it's locked.
You have fire resistance, you won't get half damage.
I don't have suffocation resistance.
No.
Can't open the windows.
Okay.
This is the part where Jeff saves Matt's
Look
ass.
for a secret hatch.
I'm hoping.
No, let me go.
Huh?
We're on an adventure.
You're on a much different adventure than we are now. You're on an adventure straight to death.
Okay, my character. My character wouldn't just let it take off with you.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My character's seen death and he's worried, so he's taking off after you two.
I'm going to cast, what is it? It's enhance ability, but I'm going to use bull strength.
Muttering under my breath. This will not be
And
the death
I'm
of me.
going to make as much of an athletics check as I can to get on there.
Okay. The DC is very high.
It's 19. 19's the best I got.
You see it, you cast the spell, you turn, run, and leap, and you can, like, you're just, and you kind of, your hands kind of almost hit it, and you're just like, if I were just a little bit taller, if I'd have jumped just a little bit farther, and you sort of clunk down in the mud in your armor, you know, you just, a little bit more.
Okay.
Because, I mean, those horses are moving.
Right. Yeah. That was the best chance I had of getting on there and ripping that door off.
Okay. So from the inside, I use...
Just roll initiative or something?
Well, not something to fight. I use...
Fighting the carriage.
Okay. On
the ceiling.
Don't know that you can do that.
Why?
What's the target of Witch Bolt? I believe it probably says one creature.
Yes.
That means you can't use it to aim at... It's a thing that hits a creature. It's not a thing that hits a thing. There are certain spells that allow you to affect things. Witch Bolt is not one of them.
Okay, give me a second.
And you two will both get an action before Matt gets whatever he's describing now, because his initial reaction... So it lurched. It took off. You jumped.
Would I be able to use thaumaturgy to shake it apart?
No.
No.
That's not powerful enough for that.
Oh, thaumaturgy won't really do anything to anything.
Yeah, it's just loud. It's like having a megaphone.
Can I try using Mage Hand to open the door from the outside?
I think you have to have line of sight for Mage Hand.
Yeah, there's a window on the door, right?
Can you see the outside of the door from inside looking down? Depends on the angle.
Well, I mean, you're the DM, can't
Do
I?
you have to have line of sight on what you're trying to grasp, or do you have to have
Yes.
line of sight on the hand?
Has to. Both,
I
actually.
mean, where's the door handle in juxtaposition to the window?
Luck roll?
I was gonna say, that's why I like luck rolls.
Yeah, luck rolls are good.
It's a clever idea.
Smashed up against the window.
He's like going,
Yeah, just trying to look down. It's
Taking my face up against the glass.
this. I feel like this is
because
like
I wonder
Jim
if you can
Carrey
cast.
moment.
I wonder if you can cast Mage Hand through glass. I wouldn't think that you would be able to. I would think that you can't.
As long as you can see.
I mean, you can't put Mage Hand on the other side of a door and open something.
Not if
No,
you
but you
can't
can't
see
see
it.
through a door.
You can see through a window.
Which you just pointed out this thing has.
Right, but what I'm saying is
With curtains.
With curtains. Can I move the curtains?
The curtains are made of stone. They don't move.
Yeah, you can move the curtains.
Let your floating hand appears at a point you choose within range. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you, or if you cast the spell again. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour...
What is
Read that last
what's-
line again. Open a
Open a container.
unlocked door. It clicked when it closed.
Okay, well, what if it is unlocked on the outside?
Okay,
Like,
here's the thing.
Please,
You're going to get one round with that.
Yeah,
With
these are just the child safety locks.
Gotcha.
It totally works on the outside. Because I can shoot fire from my hands. Go ahead.
You're going to get one round with that spell.
Yep.
Because by the time that carriage moves again, you're going to be more than 30 feet away from your hand.
It doesn't stay with me. I can't keep it moving with me.
No.
It's a very, very good point. I like
Thanks for helping.
One round is better
Jesus,
than none,
can I
right?
cast friends on the f***ing horses?
You have friends as a spell.
Yes.
Okay.
We've used it. Well, I have nothing then unless Scorching Ray is going to do anything.
That's what happens with the damage only spells. Scorching Ray, I'm pretty sure, is again target creature.
I really wanted the. I don't have anything though. I really
You don't
wanted
have
the,
burning hands or anything?
No, Scorching Ray. You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range.
Man, if
What is
only,
the
if only
target?
you had like a breath weapon
Just
or
says
something.
target. Shut up. I don't want to catch it on fire.
No, it'll say target. It'll say like up there with casting spell components and everything else.
No, it doesn't.
Usually it'll say target self, target
None of these say that. Some of them say range touch or something.
Yeah, range 120 feet, and that can be targets, not just creatures.
Roll damage against the magical carriage thing.
66.
I gotta make the hit first, right?
No, you're standing there in front of it. It's
Oh, okay. So
unless he's going to make you roll the attack.
Don't roll a 1.
3 of them.
14. Okay, so 3 attacks?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we're good.
Did you roll any single digits?
Yeah, 1.
Okay.
So, okay, it is 2d6 fire damage per hit, so 66. Like
Roll
you said.
46.
Okay. Thanks for your dice.
You took them.
6.
You didn't have to take them.
What level spell was that?
Ghost.
Wild magic, please.
Ooh, wild magic. Look at you go.
D20.
Huh?
Yeah, I forgot how this goes. You just roll a d20?
No.
Oh, is it
Oh,
He's
sorry.
making me roll on the table.
I figured that the stress is enough that you can't contain the wild magic.
So,
Good point.
A 69. Little small something noof.
Lucky number.
See if
Each
that-
creature within 30 feet of you becomes invisible for the next minute. The invisibility ends on a creature when it attacks or casts a spell.
The horses
So now
are
the
down.
horses are invisible. It looks like I'm taking the carriages up to Hogwarts. Yep, great.
I couldn't have described it better myself. So you guys see this gout of flame that sort of hits the door, and sort of there's fire sort of spreading around, and then all of a sudden, the carriage is rolling along on its own as the horses have disappeared, and Ireena screams. Matt, roll me a wisdom check, by the way.
Quick, someone call J.K. Rowling.
Wisdom save.
Nat 20.
You're shaking in your shoes, but you were still able to act. This point, the carriage is probably 150 feet away or more. Bouncing on down the road.
So there's no way we're going to be able to catch this thing.
I don't have any way to catch it.
I mean, even if I ran after you, but there's nothing I could have done. I don't think I would have been able to catch it. And
On the
open
door, is there an actual door lock?
Doesn't appear to be.
Is there a handle on the inside then?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't open when you turned it.
Right. I'm going to use one of my daggers and try to pry the door open.
Okay. I will go ahead and, well, I'll give you the choice. It could be a dex roll or a strength-based roll. Are you either trying to finagle it open, or are you trying to break it?
It's either strength or dex. It's
Yes.
not a saving throw.
No, you're just going to roll and add
It
your
doesn't
modifier.
matter. They're the same modifier.
So which would you like to do?
Strength.
Okay. Give me a roll.
9.
Nope. You chip at the door handle.
How is an 11 and a 15 the same?
Because of my bonuses, is it being a dragonborn or a sorcerer or something?
What?
What?
Talking about.
That's a +1.
Yes. And I have a bonus to it because I'm a dragonborn. So it's +2. I got a
So
+1
wait,
for it,
I'm
so I
confused.
It
What's the
should,
problem?
boost, it should boost this number. Not this number. Not the...
Yes. Your +1 is not to a whole number. Your +1 is to the ability score. So if you get +1 in strength because you are a dragonborn, it takes your 11 to a 12. It doesn't take your +1 bonus to a +2 bonus.
So what's a 12? What do I get? What's my bonus?
It's a
I think still
+1.
+1.
So then I've been fist-fucking this wrong the entire time. So all my stats.
Well, on your carriage ride to Castle Ravenloft, you can rework your stats. Probably the new character you're going to need.
I'm not changing the stats. You can all off. I've been playing this way for weeks.
At this point.
What would you... At this point, Ireena is beating on your chest, screaming, "We've got to go. He's going to come. We've got to go."
They're running after it?
I mean, there's nothing we.
I fell
it's,
down
it's
in the mud.
away.
I'm
It's
laying
gone.
there.
It's 100 yards ahead of us. There's no way we can catch it.
Oh, I'm not concerned with catching it. Are we following it?
I'm
It's
gonna
the
have
way you
to
guys
say
are going,
no.
right?
No.
It went up the cobblestone street we didn't want to go on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, I help up the dwarf.
That's the question. Are we following it? Or are we saying
I mean, not that she's hurting you at all, but she's just pounding into your chest, pleading. She's falling on her knees like, we've got to go. We've got to go.
I'm gonna put her to sleep.
You can knock her out if you need to. You're big enough, you can just pick her up and walk away with
Well,
her.
I'm not trying to hurt her.
If I die, I want to make a Ganassi character and name it Chip.
Okay.
Chip Ganassi.
That Indy 500 racing joke that definitely reaches everyone outside of Indianapolis.
Devin, I'm not sure there's much we can do.
Those guys.
We can chase after her, but Ireena's freaking out, man. What are we doing? We gonna try to follow this thing? Ireena's gonna like kill herself before we get there.
If I go outside and smoke, I'm not going to miss anything, right?
This is going to be suspenseful, I think.
Oh God.
We can't catch him, and I don't think we can make a dent in the castle.
There's no way. There's nothing we can do, man. She's lost to us.
Damn it.
Our title track, Nocturne, provided by Sleep for the Weary off their new album, Nocturnes. To find out more about Sleep for the Weary, check them out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and at sleepfortheweary.com. Join in the brothel conversation on Facebook. Questions, comments, and suggestions can be sent to between2crits@gmail.com. Like what you heard? Subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes.